there are actually quite a few parties who are on the ballot now who were not, who... Okay, I'm recording this after I've finished editing. I forgot to mention, this is the first video I've made in 2 years. And, you know, it's nice to be back. I'm not gonna make excuses about like, oh my gosh, like school is so busy. Cause like I still had breaks, right? Like I had winter break, I had summer break. Like, Canadian schools are pretty like lenient with how much work they give you. So yeah, I'm not gonna, enough with the excuses, you know what I mean? Like, I remember back in junior high, I was like, oh, you know, grade 7's just like so much more difficult, like so much more time consuming than grade 6. Shut up. Like, it's grade 7. I'm sorry. Like, if you're in grade 7 right now, I promise you, like, if you're struggling, like, I promise you, you will be fine. You will be fine. Focus on class, listen to your teacher, get a tutor if you can, and if you need it. And yeah, like, you'll be fine. High school is much worse, but like, not that much worse. And to be frank, the real reason I wasn't recording videos is because I'm lazy, not because of school. You'll be fine. A vast majority of people get their diploma. So, again, you will be fine. You will be fine. Y'all, like, middle school is not hard. Okay? That's my teaching for the day. That's my lesson for the day for all of you. Okay, enjoy the video. This past week, Genoic citizens went to the polls to elect the next National Assembly of Geno, as well as 212 out of 529 seats in the Congress of Geno. By Genoic citizens, I do mean my friends, and by the polls, I do mean a Google form. Regardless, I did hold a mock election, and here's how that went. Going from last to first, in the National Assembly, the Libertarians received 1 seat. The Caliphate Party and Reform Party received 2 seats each. Cadence's Anarchist Party won 6 seats. Islamic Party and Center Party each won 7 seats. Progressive Party, Indigenous Party, and Conservative Party each won 8 seats. The Communist Party won 9 seats. The Democratic Socialists won 10 seats. The Liberal Democrats won 16 seats. Finally, the winner of this election overall is the Environment Party with 21 out of 105 seats in the National Assembly. But the most bewildering results of this election is how the parties measure up in the National Assembly versus the Congress. For example, if you take a look at the Libertarian Party, they came in dead last in this election. Yet at the same time, they hold 4th place in the Congress just because of seats they held from the previous election back in January. At the same time, you can see that the opposite is true for parties like the Democratic Socialists and the Liberal Democrats, which placed 3rd and 2nd in the National Assembly respectively. In the Congress, these two parties placed 11th and 10th respectively, demonstrating a massive difference in the balance of power. At the same time, you have the impressive result of the anarchists. Even in just the National Assembly, 6 seats doesn't look like much, but they beat 3 other parties, despite the fact that they weren't even listed on the ballot. The Anarchist Party did an amazing campaigning job, and honestly, all credit is due to Cadence. Her party was able to have a relatively impressive turnout, despite the fact that they weren't even listed on the ballot. Good on you, Cadence. In the Congress, however, the anarchists were able to move to 3rd place because of the number of seats they had won in the previous election. Meanwhile, the disappointing result of the Libertarians resulted in them moving down to 4th underneath the anarchists. And honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if the Libertarians lost even more seats in the next election and started losing the balance of power. I would largely credit this to the sudden rise of the Liberal Democratic Party. As a party that is economically centrist, it's appealing to a broad spectrum of people. At the same time, its progressive values mean that they do still have ideas, and they're focused on things that would move society forward in a social sense, while balancing the possible abuses of capitalism with the possible authoritarianism that comes with socialist or communist systems. And because of that, the Liberal Democrats did pretty amazingly in this election. Meanwhile, the Libertarians, which were all about freedom in all aspects, seemed to be a little bit too extreme for the genetic people, or rather my friends, to be voted back in. I think that this result was really interesting, and I'd love to see how future elections play out. And yeah, I just can't wait to see how future races play out. This is only the second election I've ever held for the state, so if you have any recommendations, I would love to hear them in the comments below. Thank you for watching this video all the way through. I hope you enjoyed my coverage of this fake election, and I hope that I can see you in the voter list next time.